All right, so let's hop right into this stream journal tour. This is not my personal one. It is just sort of another template, just a little bit more filled out so you can get an idea about what it's going to look like once you do input some values and information. I just didn't want to share my personal one because there's some personal information on there. So this is what we're going to be looking at. So the table is pretty straightforward. It has all sorts of information and questions that you might be interested in keeping once you wrap up a stream. It has the traditional number analytics such as your average viewers, duration, follows, max viewers, subs, all that jazz. It also has some more unique and personalized categories such as your personal rating, how you felt the stream went. This is super fun. It's a little drop-down menu, and you get to choose from 1 to 5 stars how you felt the stream went. There's something kind of similar with your game category. This game category section is also very cool in my opinion. It's another drop-down menu, but it keeps track, you input the data, of your commonly played games on stream or commonly used categories. These are my most frequent ones. To add your own, all you're gonna do is type in like Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch, but if I did, I would do Overwatch, enter, boom, that tag is added. If you don't play these games, all you have to do is click that 3 dot and delete it. Easy as that. Kind of similar to adding and changing the game categories. If you are not a numbers person or any of this data you do not want to keep track of, all you have to do is come to the top of the column, right click, and click delete property. It's gone. You don't have to worry about it. You do not have to keep all these values in your stream journal. It is yours. You can do with it what you will. The template is just a base point for you. Now, it might seem tedious to go across this table and input all this information, but you don't have to do that. All you have to do is come up to this top corner on the right and push new. What this is going to do, it's going to put all of the columns next to each other, so you just have to type in that information. For the date, it's going to give you a little calendar. Cool. Game category and personal rating, like we talked about, it's a drop-down menu. The raid is awesome. It's a little checkbox. For me personally, I use the raid to keep track of whether or not I rated out of my stream, but if you want to keep track of whether or not you were rated, you can use it for that too. Again, it is what you want to use the stream journal for, so do with it what you will. On top of all the analytics and information that's going to be displayed on the table, you are also going to be prompted with these 3 questions. I have them set as my highlights or favorite moments of stream. Sometimes I will talk about what I want to go back and clip or what clips I want to edit. Then I have a little notes section where I will keep track of any troubleshooting or things I want to fix before my next stream. And finally, it's just a little bit more in depth of that raid question, whether or not I got raided, who by, who did I raid. I just like to keep track of that stuff. If you want to add or change any of these questions, super simple. All you're gonna have to do is click this drop down next to the new button where it says journal template and the default. You're gonna click on the 3 dots and go to edit. Once you have that open, it's gonna tell you you are editing a template. That's great. That's exactly what you want to do. You're gonna scroll down, change what you will. If you want to keep track of the usernames of folks that followed, followers, you can do that. Anything you want. All you have to do is just type it in and it'll automatically save. So we edited, I click out. If I click new again, the next time this loads, it's gonna have that. You don't even have to push save button, it automatically does it. Super simple. So on top of the table view, you also get this super cool timeline option up here. So this view, it's just a chronological, beautiful timeline of your streams over time. If you stream more frequently, it's obviously going to be a little more crowded. I picked kind of random dates for this guy. And also, if you have any other properties that you want to add, it's going to be similar to deleting. All you're going to do is go all the way over and click this little plus sign, and you can do any sort of property you want. And it'll automatically update that into the template. But that's just a general tour of what it'll look like once you start inputting your own numbers. So specifically looking at the template you will be using, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what it looks like. So the stream journal template that you're going to be looking at this is how it's going to look. It's exactly the same as the one I just showed you filled out. It's just a little bit more blank, not as much information, so you don't have to go through and delete everything. If you want to get rid of these example ones super quick, all you have to do is come over to the left side, click these 6 dots, delete, just get rid of it, easy peasy. Like it says, add your own by typing. This is where you're going to add your own games or categories that you frequently play. And that's really it. If you want to change the little GIF up top, you just have to go to change cover. You can select one of the provided ones, upload your own photo, or use a link. I usually use a link. It just makes life easier and keeps clutter off of my desktop. And that's it.